Arduino for Beginners, Episode 17, the i2c LCD screen. Now this tutorial will work for both, this is the 1602 i2c screen, but this will also work if you've got, this is a 4 line by 20 character per line, and as long as it has the i2c board on it, it looks like that, this will work. Either one. It's just when we get over to the sketch, there's just you got to change 2 little things in the setup, so it will work with this. But either way, for this tutorial, we're just going to look at the 2 line by 16 character. Now, I have from our last tutorial, if you haven't seen that, I've got my Hall effect sensor here, and we're just going to use that for the demonstration. When we get over to the sketch, I'm just going to show you the basics for how to use the LCD screen. But if you are following this series of tutorials and would like the sketch that has the Hall effect sensor attached to it for the counter here that I'll be demonstrating in a moment, just look in the description below, and it'll bring you to this project's web page, and you'll be able to download the sketch for that, as well as just the basic one we're going to look at on how to use this. And also we're going to need a library for this project as well, and that can all be found on the website. So alright, let's just get into it here. First I'm going to demonstrate this working, and then we'll take a look at how we connect it up. Now, like I said, in the last tutorial we made a counter using interrupts with the Arduino, and we displayed the output on the Arduino serial monitor on the computer. Well, now what we're going to do is we're going to display it on the LCD here, and as you can see, I got ZHUT, my channel name, on there. But if I bring the magnetic field in, there it counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and every time it detects the magnetic field, it will count up. So there's a quick demonstration of it working. Now to hook this up, it's super simple. Super simple. Actually, I'll show you on the back of this. You have, this is the i2c board here that connects to the LCD screen. You've got 4 pins here. We'll cover those in just a moment. But then you got this little potentiometer here. This is for adjusting the contrast of the screen. Play around with that until you get it. You can see I got mine so it's easily readable. Then you got this jumper here, and this is for the backlight on the screen. You can also connect this to the Arduino, so if you wanted to turn the backlight on or off, you just do in the sketch, you can control that. It's very easy. All you got to do is make it connect, and actually the best way to do that is just use a transistor like a 2N2222, and just hook the base to one of your digital pins, and when it goes high, it'll turn the LCD screen on. When it goes low, it'll turn it off. Easy to hook up. But now for the pins here, we got 4 pins. We got ground, VCC, voltage in, SDA, and SCL. Of course, the ground goes to the ground on your Arduino board. The VCC goes to the 5 volt on your Arduino board. The SDA connects to our Arduino pin analog 4. That's this one right here on your Arduino board, A4. And the SCL pin on the i2c goes to A5, analog pin 5 on the Arduino board. That's all there is to hooking this up. Very simple. And that's why I prefer the i2c. You can get the same LCD screen without the i2c on it board, but then you have to connect and use a whole bunch of your pins on the Arduino board, which then it eliminates a lot of pins to use for controlling stuff. So by using the i2c communication, now we're just using 2 analog pins. Now for the SDA and the SCL that I just went over, that's for the Unos The Nano should be the same as well, and I do believe the Demilanovi, however you pronounce it, should be same as well. But if you're using a Mega, I know that's different. The Pro Mini, I do believe, is different as well, and some of the other ones. But if you're using an Uno or a Nano or Demilanova, just connect it up like this. And all right, well, let's go over to the computer then, and we'll take a look at the sketch. And like I said, I'm not going to go over the sketch with having the counter set up with the Hall effect sensor, but if you want that, you can find it on the web page. We're just going to take a look at the basics on how to get your text, and also how to put readings and so forth onto the LCD screen. So actually, you know what? I think I will just bring up the sketch for this, because then I can show you how you're putting the readings in from the Hall effect sensor. But I also will make the just the plain Jane version of this. And also remember, you can make things scroll on here and some other features. We're not going to cover that. We're just covering the basics, getting it hooked up and how to use it. But check out the once you get the library installed on your Arduino IDE, there's some examples in there. And you cannot, in the Arduino IDE, there is an LCD screen library built in, but that's not for the i2c. That's for, you can use this screen, but it's without the i2c board, so you'd have to hook a whole bunch of these pins up to your Arduino. So don't try using that library. It won't work. All right, I'm going to fire the computer up then, and let's take a look at the sketch. All right, I got the Arduino IDE opened up here. Well, let's just get right into it then. Well, the first thing you are going to need to do is find out your i2c address, and that's right here, this little number. Now, if you're using the 16 character by 2 line i2c, this is most likely your address, the 0x3f. That's most likely it. You could try that out. If it don't work, or you're using a different LCD, the 20 character by 4 line, there is a sketch, and you can find that on the website. This is a little sketch you run. You hook the LCD up to, you hook the SCL and SDA pins to A5 and 4 and the power, and then you run this the sketch, and then you use your serial monitor, and it'll tell you the address. So it's just basic. I'm not going to go into it. So you can find that on the website. Otherwise, what we are doing, and now as well, we need to include this this library here, the wire.h. Now that is built into your Arduino already. But this one here, the liquid crystal, i2c, this is not. Once again, go to the website. There's on there you can download it, so check that out. And then this here, don't change any of this unless your i2c address is different than you would change. Oops, let me highlight the right part. You would just change that right there. Otherwise, leave the rest of this. I don't think, no, yeah, actually, no, you don't want to change any of this. Just leave that. These two integers here, these are for the counter for the Hall effect sensors, so I ain't going to go into that. If you're interested in trying this out with the Hall effect sensor, just check out the last episode. Otherwise, next in the void setup, we are doing the LCD.begin, which basically is initializing the LCD. Now we have a 16 character by 2. Now if you're using the 20 by 4, change that, or some other variation. Right here, you change that. And I'm just simply doing an LCD clear. So if you hit the reset button in your Arduino, what it'll do is when it runs all through this again, it clears the LCD screen. Then this right here is something you're going to use a lot. Now we're doing LCD.setCursor. So what we're doing is we're doing position 6 on line 0, which is your first line. So you have to set the cursor to where you want it to start. So by being on 6, spot 6 on line 0, we're doing a LCD.print here. So this will print, the Z will be at position 6. on the first line of the LCD screen. If you wanted to print this on line 2, you'd simply put 1 here instead of 0. If you had a 4 line, then you'd also have a 2 and a 3. That's basically easy, straightforward how to do that. Now here we're just doing some more stuff with the Hall effect sensor. Like I said, if you're interested in that, check out the last episodes. Now what we're doing here is whenever I had that magnetic field present in front of the Hall sensor, it didn't update the screen until I did that. And this is what we're doing again here. We're setting the cursor, and I'm doing position 7 on character space 7 on line 1, which is the second line. Oh, and also remember, the first character on the LCD screen is 0. Place 2 is 1. It's just one number off. Just remember your first is 0. Then we're doing the LCD print. Now up here you've seen when I did the print, we have it in the quotations there. That means you're printing text. If you don't have those, I'm printing new here, which we're doing is we're printing that integer value. So that's how you print out values. And then once again, the rest of the sketch here just has to do with the last one on the Hall effect sensor. So I hope this helped you out. There's other functions. You can make text scroll and stuff like that. Just check out when you download the library, if I remember right, there's a text file with it that tells you some stuff. I think there was. Not 100% positive I think there was, but otherwise I'm sure if it's not on there you can find it online. But all right, well, hey, I hope you found this information useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And remember, all this information can be found on the website. Just look in the description below. So I hope you have a great day. And remember, have fun building. And I hope to see you here in episode 18.